In this video, I'm comparing the Pixel 9a with the iPhone 14 to see which one is better choice in 2025. The budget Pixel of this year or the iPhone from 3 years ago. Let's get to it. In terms of build, both the phones have an aluminum frame with flat sides all around and curved edges, making them feel very similar in looks. The iPhone 14 weighs 186 grams, while the Pixel 9a weighs just a bit more at 192 grams. They both have tempered glass on them, so the weight might slightly vary, but you get the point. iPhone 14 is slightly lighter than the Pixel 9a. Both the phones have an IP68 water and dust resistance. The iPhone 14 still looks and feels more premium to me, mainly due to its glass back as compared to the plastic back of the 9a. Overall, they both have a good in-hand feel, but the Pixel 9a is definitely a bit more slippery, so I'd recommend using it with a case. Now, the Pixel 9a's display is superior to the iPhone 14's display in every way. The Pixel 9a has a 6.3-inch Actua OLED display as compared to the 6.1-inch Retina XDR OLED display on the 14. Pixel's display is 120Hz as compared to the 60Hz panel on the iPhone 14. It also has a punch hole design which looks better than the outdated notch design on the 14. As for the brightness, the Pixel 9a can go all the way up to 2700 nits, while the iPhone 14 maxes out at 1200 nits. So, overall, the Pixel 9a's display is bigger, smoother, and significantly brighter, making it the clear winner in this department. In terms of performance, it's complicated, because despite being a significantly older chip, the A15 on the iPhone 14 still churns out great performance. We played PUBG on high settings on both the iPhone 14 and Pixel 9a. Both devices ran the game smoothly, but the experience was a bit more smoother on the 14. After 30 minutes, Pixel's temperature was at 41.9 degrees, while the 14's temperature was at 41.3 degrees. The iPhone consumed 13% battery, while the Pixel consumed only 8%. But to be fair, the 14 has been used for over a year and its battery health is currently at 86%, while the Pixel 9a is almost new at 100% battery health. Overall, in gaming, both phones performed great, but iPhone 14 was running the game slightly smoother and cooler than the Pixel 9a. I think it's due to games being better optimized for iOS than Android, which offers a smoother gaming experience even on an older iOS device. But when I tried video editing, the Pixel 9a was way ahead of the 14. I rendered a 4K video project of the same size on both devices, and the Pixel finished 1 minute and 23 seconds faster than the iPhone 14. That's almost 30% faster performance. In the boot-up test, the Pixel 9a was faster than the 14. Even in day-to-day tasks like opening apps, the Pixel was always a bit faster, probably due to the 120Hz display. I ran Geekbench 6 on both, and the Pixel scored 1505 in single-core and 3438 in multi-core, while the iPhone 14 scored 2284 in single and 5578 in multi-core. In the GPU performance test, Pixel only scored 9202, whereas the iPhone 14 scored 21060. To sum it up, in my experience, if you prioritize gaming, then you'll have a better experience with the iPhone 14. But for day-to-day usage like multitasking and video editing, the Pixel 9a will perform better. Now, let's talk about the cameras. Both phones come with a dual camera setup on the back. They both support 4K 60fps video recording from the rear camera with good stabilization. But I found the iPhone's videos were overall a lot better. On the Pixel, you can sometimes feel a slight jerk in the videos, but the iPhone's videos are smooth. It also supports 4K 60fps videos from the ultra-wide camera, while the 9a is limited to capture ultra-wide videos at 4K 30fps. As for the photos, the iPhone can zoom at up to 5x, while the Pixel 9a zooms further at up to 8x. They both capture some really great images. Pixel especially captures a bit sharper photos, but personally I prefer the iPhone's photos, as they are much more brighter and vibrant. When it comes to the battery life, the Pixel 9a has a clear advantage on paper with its larger 5100 mAh battery compared to the iPhone 14's smaller 3297 mAh unit. That said, Apple's excellent software optimization allows the iPhone 14 to comfortably last a full day with normal usage, as long as the battery health is above 85%. If you're buying a refurbished or used iPhone 14, be sure to check the battery health first. because anything below 85% could result in noticeably shorter screen on time. On the other hand, the Pixel 9a's battery life genuinely impressed me. It consistently lasted a full day with ease, and I often ended the day with around 25 to 30% battery still remaining. If battery life is a top priority, then the Pixel 9a is a dependable choice that won't let you down. One thing that most people often neglect when getting a new smartphone is software support. Now, naturally, iPhone 14 came out in 2022. It's going to receive software updates for a shorter period than the Pixel 9a, but it's going to receive updates till at least 2028. As for the Pixel 9a, it will receive software support for 7 years. Counting from this year, that's till 2032. Lastly, let's talk about the pricing. The Pixel 9a launched at $499 or 49,999 INR, while the iPhone 14 can now be found at around $400 in the US and $53,000 in India. In the US, the iPhone 14 actually offers better value, coming at nearly 25% less than the Pixel 9a, which makes it a great deal for anyone looking for performance and long-term reliability on a budget. However, in India, the situation is quite different. At 53,000, the iPhone 14 feels overpriced compared to the Pixel 9a, which is priced more aggressively. Unless you find a refurbished iPhone 14 well under 50,000 or manage to get a good deal during the sales, the Pixel 9a offers better value overall in the Indian market right now. So, to sum it all up, if you're looking for a smoother performance, a more modern design, better battery life, and longer software support, then the Pixel 9a makes a compelling case in 2025. But if you value gaming performance, camera consistency, and premium build, the iPhone 14 still stands tall, especially if you can grab it at a good price. Let me know in the comments which one would you go for. Also, if you found this video informative, then do hit the like button and subscribe to Gizmo Rush for more videos like this, and I'll catch you in the next one.